It is day 28 of my ACDF recovery, and I feel morally obligated to share some hard won life lessons from today. I did some work around the house this morning, doing some meal prep, some light tidying up. Then I worked on my fine motor skills with my right hand, buttoning things, eating, brushing my teeth, doing makeup. Nothing too out of control, but because I'm not used to using this hand, it was really frustrating and it was exhausting. I also got clearance today to drive short distances. So I decided to drive to my x-ray appointment. Next couple of hours were annoying and chaotic. There were all kinds of mix-ups. I hadn't eaten enough. I was on the verge of tears. I was just frustrated and tired and cranky and emotional and meh. It is no coincidence that the person doing my x-rays today is a person who had a stroke a year ago and was telling me how he had to retrain himself how to use the right side of his body and how frustrating it was. Shared with me how much anxiety he had riding with other people, going to the grocery store, being anywhere in public, just being surrounded by other people is too much sensory overload, too much overstimulation. My eyes just swelled up. I said, "That's exactly how I feel." And he said, "It gets better." I said, "When? When is it going to get better? This is awful." And he said, "Just give it a few more weeks. You'll be fine." That was so validating to hear and such a relief. Then as I was leaving the parking garage, I had totally forgotten that I saw somebody earlier in the day pulling out of that same parking garage and hit the curb on the way out really hard to the point where it scraped their rim. It made an awful noise, and then they had to back up because guess what I did? I hit the curb really hard and made an awful noise. My rim looks horrible. My tire is not in great shape. So I get to spend tomorrow morning at the tire shop. So the life lesson from today, I needed to look at my day in its entirety. It would have been okay to just do the medical appointments, but not drive myself and do the medical appointments, or do my meal prep this morning, do some tidying. Then I should have taken a little nap. If you know you have something that has the potential to be frustrating or annoying or confusing or whatever else, clear other stuff off the calendar. You don't have to do it all. I get to hit the reset button on all of this. Tomorrow's a new day. So if you're having a tough day with your recovery from this, tomorrow's a new day.